everyone, it's Tammy, and I thought that I'd bring you along while I make a card for my daughter. So I'm going to start out with a piece of Whisper white cardstock, and I'm just going to cut it at 4 1/4 so that it will be an A2 sized card, and then I will score it at 5 1/2. And then I'm going to cut another piece of Whisper white cardstock so that it measures, actually, yeah, I think I'll have it measure 5 inches. Oops, that's the score. And then I will cut it down to size. We're going to be using a stamp from Unity Stamp Company, and this is called Eloise Girl. And it has, today, remember you have inside of you strength and courage to handle whatever comes your way. And I thought that would just be a nice encouraging card for my daughter away at college. So that will go on the inside of the card, I think. I don't know, I might put it on the outside. And all of their rubber stamps come cut, and then you just have to peel off the backing. Just like the Stampin' Up! Cards, actually, or stamps, actually. And there we go. And then, ooh, did I make this long enough? Oh goodness, maybe barely. Sometimes there's a little bit of rubber, because I think sometimes they come stuck together and you have to, like, peel them apart. But most time, they come like this. I'm just going to cut that little part off. Just because I'm anal, not because you couldn't stamp with it that way, because you sure could. And I'm just kind of wondering if this is going to be a big enough piece of paper. I might need to make it a little longer. Will this fit in here? Yes, it barely fits. So I'm going to stamp on this one. So this is my Misty, and I'm going to use my black archival ink. I love that she's barefoot. If you guys are unfamiliar with a Misty, that's what this is. It's called the most incredible stamping tool ever invented, or something like that. That's where it gets the Misty, or most incredible stamping tool invented, I guess. That's how it gets its MISTI name. And it is a very cool stamping tool. I like it very much. It makes it easy to stamp, and then you feel like if you get it in the wrong spot or whatever, you can easily stamp again without it moving. And I'm going to clean my stamp with a baby wipe. Well, it's a new package. I'm struggling with getting it open. Now, I may want the sentiment on the front. I'm not exactly sure yet. So I think what I might do is go ahead and stamp it on here. That way I can cut it off, whether or not I use it on the front or not. Oops. Oh, and I want to get rid of the padding underneath, because with the rubber stamp I don't need the extra rubber padding. If this were a clear stamp, I would maybe need that pattern or that padding. I'm going to try to get this a little straight. That looks straight. Okay. I don't know that this will be the spot that I keep it. I might just cut it out, and I might put it on the inside even. I don't know yet, but I thought that since I'm stamping, I may as well stamp them both at the same time. And if I need to stamp again to put it on the inside, then whatever, I will. Now, if this didn't stamp so well, I could re-ink this and stamp it again, and it would go right on the same spot that it had been. That's the beauty of the MISTI. So you can make sure that you've gotten something exactly where you want it. Because sometimes, let's face it, sometimes the stamps just don't stamp as well as you think they're going to. And I have better luck with rubber mounted stamps than I do with the clear stamps. So, I don't know. Might just be me. Might be the way the stamps are. I keep wanting to bring this paper up with me, don't I? I was working on something Christmassy. Okay, I think that's it with this for now, so I'll put that to the side. And I'm going to go ahead and put my stamps away. I haven't figured out a really good way to store these yet. I keep them in the package that they came in because this side shows what they are, but it does kind of take a lot of room and it's hard to see everything because you have to sort through it. So I don't know. I'm sure there's a better way. Maybe I could do like a album or something. I don't know. I just haven't come up with it yet, and I haven't spent too much time worrying about it. But so I think before I go any further, I'm going to go ahead and color this. And I picked out this because I thought that that looked nice together. So I'm going to kind of look at those colors and know that, okay, those are roughly the colors that I can use. Some of the beauty of making your own card or whatever is you can make the shoes match the purse, match the hat, match the, you know, because you're doing it yourself. So I'm going to color her first. And I do have some faces for my Unity girls, but I kind of like them being faceless sometimes. It doesn't bother me. I can't see her hands, but I can see her legs. Now, I am not the best Copic marker colorer, so you don't have to take your advice from me, but you can just see what I do. I figure sometimes it's nice just to see how other people do it. I know that there's like a rule of 3 colors, and a lot of people try to use all 3 to make it like pop out and stuff. I don't always do that. Sometimes I do. Looks like my husband is just now getting home from work. It's Saturday and he had to go in today. So I was spending some time crafting, and it looks like yes, indeed, that's him. So I will be back, but you guys won't even notice that I was gone. Okay, I'm back, and I got out the ink colors that kind of go with this, and I've kind of decided that instead of doing the Copic coloring, although that would be pretty too, I think I might do watercoloring because this paper kind of looks like watercolor, and I do love some watercolor. So, oops, that doesn't have any water in it. I have these aqua painters from Stampin' Up, and I love them. And I think I'm going to do her dress in navy. So to do this, you push the pad down, and that brings the ink to the lid. Probably need to re-ink this. I have a little bit on here. We'll see if that's enough. Well, and it just kind of makes a really soft, subtle color, and I really like it. I love to watercolor. And it's a little forgiving too, so if you mess up a little bit, it's not such a big deal. Now I am just using regular Whisper White cardstock. I would suggest, if you're doing this, to use the heavy cardstock or watercolor paper, but since I decided it after I'd already stamped it, you can get by with this. It's just going to make the paper bubble a little bit. I don't know if you can see that, but it will kind of start to bubble a little. And sometimes to fix that, I will dry it with my heat gun. And to get a darker color, you make more ink on that area, or you go over it more times. And I'm going to go over these lines a little bit because that's where it would be darker in the folds of the dress. And I'm going to do her hat with the same color, because again, that's the beauty of making your own card. Everything can match if you want it to. I feel like I need a little more ink, so I'm going to see if I can bleed any more out of this. Thanks. Oh yeah. There we go. And then to change the color, you can just wipe it on a napkin or something like that until the color goes away, and then you're ready for a new color. And this color is Old Olive. There we go. Give her a little something to stand on. This color is Crushed Curry. It's a pretty color. I'm just coloring a few things, just that color. And then I'm going to do a few things in the Blushing Bride. And then I'll do maybe something in the mint macaron. And I think I'll use some to kind of darken up some of these leaves. Alright, and then I think I'm going to use a darker pink to go with like this color. Hopefully you guys can see that. I don't know what color that is. I have rose red. I think I will go for that one. Ooh, that's very pretty. And that is very juicy. Oh yeah, that looks nice. I think I'll do this one. Some rose red too. Then I think I'm going to go in on this. Like that. And now I need to do her hair. And I think for her hair, let's see, what browns do I have? I have chocolate chip. That might do it. I think I'll do chocolate chip. I think I'll do this crushed curry some more. So I think what I'm going to do is go in with the crushed curry first. Give her like blondish hair to start. My daughter has really pretty hair. It used to be more blonde than it is now, and we used to call it spun gold. It has really nice natural highlights in it. So I don't know that I'd consider her a blonde now, but I would have before for sure. That's pretty. All right, cool. I like it. Okay, so I'm just now getting all of the yellow and brown off. And I got a little yellow on here, so I'm going to take that off with this so that I won't accidentally get that on anything else. I think I'm done with my ink, but I'm not going to put it away quite yet. I think I'll just leave it over there. And I'm going to fold my card. I think what I'm going to do is cut around this. Sorry I'm not talking much. I apologize for that. I am concentrating, trying to think of how I want to do this. And that's what happens sometimes. My tongue sticks out. And I start thinking. Now it's still too big, so I'm going to have to trim it some more. Okay, I'm going to cut this down to size, and I'm going to make it the same size as the paper, so it's going to be 4 1/4, or as the card base, by 5 1/2. So it's just going to fit right on top. I think I'm going to take the mint macaron. And I'm going to get a little sponge. I just like doing this to the edge. It makes it kind of soft. And I might even just go in just a hair. give it a light background. Oh, I should do the same with this. There we go. Yeah, that's cute. Yeah, I think I like it like that. So I'm going to use some dimensionals to put this down. And because I watercolored it and the paper's kind of wompy, see how it is wompy? I think you guys can tell. You're going to need a little extra reinforcement. So I'm just cutting these because otherwise it'll come across as a big strip, which sometimes is exactly what you want. But for this case it's not, so I'm just going through and cutting a bunch of them. I'm getting thirsty. I think I'm going to need to make some tea. It's a rainy, crummy day outside. It's not really crummy. It's just rainy. It's actually kind of a nice rain though. I'm putting extra on this because of the watercolor. So I'll just peel all these backs off. So I've started watching Hawaii Five-0. The new one, I guess. I never saw the old one when I was a kid. I never watched it, so I like it. It's cute. It's good. I was going to say it's cute. It's not really cute, is it? Well, the guys are kind of cute, but the show isn't cute. And then I'm going to put some on this and do the same thing with the sentiment. Probably don't need quite as many on this one. Excuse me. And I'm going to put this here. Cute. And then I have these flowers. Oh, I like that yellow one. My goodness. I want the solid ones. Do I have any smaller solid ones in this pile? I know I have some smaller solid ones. Oh, here we go. Oh, here's a fuzz. I think there's two in this. Hi, Fuzzy Woo. Mommy loves you. Go see Daddy. Maybe there's not two. Oh, maybe there's not two. I don't like that. Maybe a pink one. I think I like that. And it's okay if it goes off the card a little bit because, well, like I said, I'm still putting it in an envelope, but I'm not mailing it. I'm going to give it to her to take or put it in a package. So either way, it will be okay. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay. So I'm going to take glue dots. One. Two. And three. There we go. And then I'm going to put some rhinestones on there. My daughter's not a big rhinestoney or glittery person, but I think she appreciates a touch of it. And her mama is, so I'm going to give her hat and her belt some Wink of Stella and the flowers. I like how it picks up the veins in the flowers and the petals. Okay. So there we go. I think that turned out pretty cute. And I will send that to my daughter. Well, thank you so very much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.